Good morning, NBC. This is Pastor Charlie, coming to you with today's word from Jeremiah. I'm reading for the portion for September 20th, Sunday. Normally I skip a Sunday, but this week I decided to read from Sunday because it fits what we're going through quite well. Chapter 34, verses 1 through 7. While Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and all his army, and all the kingdoms and peoples in the empire he ruled, were fighting against Jerusalem and all its surrounding towns, this word came to Jeremiah from the Lord. This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Go to Zedekiah, king of Judah, and tell him, this is what the Lord says. I am about to give the city into the hands of the king of Babylon, and he will burn it down. You will not escape from his grasp, but will surely be captured and be given into his hands. You will see the king of Babylon with your own eyes, and he will speak with you face to face, and you will go to Babylon. Yet hear the Lord's promise to you, Zedekiah, king of Judah. This is what the Lord says concerning you. You will not die by the sword. You will die peacefully. As people made a funeral fire in honor of your predecessors, the kings who ruled before you, so they will make a fire in your honor and lament. Alas, Master, I myself make this promise, declares the Lord. Then Jeremiah the prophet told all this to Zedekiah, king of Judah in Jerusalem, while the army of the king of Babylon was fighting against Jerusalem and the other cities of Judah that were still holding out, Lachish and Azekah. These were the only fortified cities left in Judah. Today's text is talking about the situation where the siege has already taken effect, and slowly, one by one, the Israelites' territory is being handed over to the pagan king, and it's a pretty sad scenario, kind of apropos. Right now, even the imagery of the fire burning it down, it's kind of reminiscent of what we are going through collectively. The images that we see here in the state, California, the fires from north, from the east, from Riverside, San Bernardino counties, the terrible ashes and even the sun being darkened red. This year we have been going through some difficulties, to say the least. 2020 coronavirus pandemic globally, and all of this is creating difficulties economically. Churches not being able to worship for a long time, for a better part of the year being in quarantine. These are all difficulties that we have gone through, not just as believers, but also as a world at large. And in today's text we talk about, in the midst of these trials, in the midst of being handed over for God's purposes, there's still the promise, the mercy that God extends to King Zedekiah, and he will get a peaceful death, and he will be lamented over by his loved ones. This is very fresh for all of us here at NBC. Pastor Lee having passed away not too long ago, just in August 19th, and as for him, God had been very loving towards him and his family. They're still grieving and mourning, but we all are. It's kind of it fits our situation. So I thought that instead of doing the reading for tomorrow, I would do the reading for today. May it be, brothers and sisters, that you take courage, that even though the unforeseen things, the difficulties that come ahead of us, it can be quite chaotic. It can be already things that we're experiencing together is disconcerting, to say the least. That we know that the mercies of God endures forever, and He will, just as He has extended it to King Zedekiah, that we would maintain ourselves faithful to Him, and to remain steadfast in your faith. So So I hope to see you at church, a lot of you, and have a wonderful Sunday. See you at worship, and have a wonderful rest of the week.